David, when you do your what's in my tool bag video, can you also please do an EDC what's in your pockets? Yeah, I can do that. Today we are mainly talking about this bag here. This is my kind of in my backpack, like all my little bits go in here kind of situation. And yeah, I'll include like what's in my pockets. Today's video will be kind of an EDC photographer's edition. What's in my pockets and what's in my tech pouch. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Before I do jump into what's in my tech pouch today, a quick thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Magic Spoon. If you haven't heard of Magic Spoon yet, they're basically a kid's cereal that's healthy and for adults. I mean, I guess kids could eat it, but it's the kid's cereal that you grew up with, but healthy. I already ate this whole box, which is kind of perfect because they actually just sent me something brand new, limited edition cereal bars from Magic Spoon. We got cookies and cream and we got cocoa peanut butter. Oh, that's gonna be good. Hey, these are a product of Canada. Hey Canada. And I just got these, so we're gonna open one of these up. I think I'm gonna go for cookies and cream. These guys are 1 gram of total sugar, 10 grams of protein per bar, and 4 grams of net carbs, which is, I still don't know how. A Magic Spoon cereal bar. These are limited editions, so you can only get them right now. I think it ends actually kind of soon, so first link in the description, shoot over there, make sure you get them before they're gone. Okay, cookies and cream, Magic Spoon grain-free cereal bar. It tastes just like the cookies and cream cereal they have. Not so good. Well, now that I tried the cookies and cream, I gotta try the cocoa peanut butter. Cocoa peanut butter. Oh, that I like a lot. Cookies and cream is really good. I really like cocoa peanut butter though. First thing in the description, they are limited edition, so go fast. Okay, on to today's video, which is again, what's in my tech pouch / what's in my pockets EDC style. And I guess I'll start with my Apple Watch because I do rock an Apple Watch, which I feel like a lot of people give me crap for, but it's great. I think this one's a Series 6, the 44mm Series 6. I've got a Hello Nomad wristband on there, which is the leather wristband. People ask about that a lot. And yeah, I don't know. I really like watches. I really like really cool watches that are automatic, like cool mechanical stuff, but an Apple Watch is just so dang useful. But the #1 reason I tell people why I love my Apple Watch is I take my phone out of my pocket a whole lot less during the day because I get an alert on my watch and I usually just know like, I'll text that person back later. Whereas if I have like a fancier watch on, then I gotta pull my phone out every time it buzzes just to be like, oh, that's an alert that I didn't need to look at right now. And speaking of my iPhone, in my front left pocket is where I keep my iPhone 13 Pro. Got this case on it. It's a bull strap case. So it's a leather case, but the leather like wraps all the way around, where some of the other cases are leather, but then they've got like a plastic edge all the way around. This thing is leather all the way around, and it smells so good. And then on the back of it, I just have this magnetic pop socket. It's pretty dope with the whole MagSafe thing that's on the new phones. It's a pop socket that's on a MagSafe piece, so I don't always have to have it on there. I can wirelessly charge at night and then just pick up my phone. This thing magnets in place. But while it's on there, man, it is just super useful to be able to hold your phone and work around it without, you know, like doing the pinky under the bottom thing or laying in bed like this and then the phone just goes and it falls on your face. I did that to Eleanor one time and it was, oh, she was not happy with me. And then on the pop socket, I put this little metal piece because a pop socket is plastic. See that piece right there is a little metal disc that I put on the pop socket, and that allows me to take it like this, slap it closed, and then magnet it to the mount that's in my van. That goes in my front left pocket and that's it. And then in this pocket is my wallet, and this is I use a nylon zippered, whoa, hang on. Got an ID pouch thing on this side. You unzip it. All of my cards are on this side together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 cards I keep on this side. And then on this side, I keep a good bit of cash. So you kind of flip it over, like this side's the cards and this side is the cash. And I keep a good amount of bills in here, but the thing is that I switched to this from like a normal leather wallet. Look how slim my wallet is with 8 cards and a bunch of bills. My leather wallet would be huge if I had that in there. So yeah, that's in my front right pocket. I always have a chapstick with me for me and Morgan. And then in my front right pocket, I also always keep a pocket knife. This one is a brand new one that I just got. I used to carry a Benchmade Griptilian, I think it is. But I just recently switched to a new knife. I got myself a little toy. It's by Gerber, and I wanna say it's a fastback knife, it's called. First, just look at how pretty this knife is. So it's copper, I got copper sides on it. So it's pretty heavy duty. It's got a cleaver blade on there. And you can already see that the copper, it's gonna patina over time and just get like a really cool look on it. It's not that old, it's like a month old and it's already getting a really cool patina on it. But the main selling feature is how quickly it is to deploy, and it's because of this little nub on the back. With this one, instead of using your thumb to activate it, you use your index finger and you just pull back on this bad boy and it shoots out. And it's so fun to play with. It's more like a fidget toy than it is a knife in my pocket because I fidget with it all day long. It's just a very fun knife to play with. Okay, that is everything that's in my pockets at all times. Now let's talk about what's in my tech bag at all times. This is always in my bag. I have all of this stuff with me all the time, which is super convenient. The first thing being right in here, you can see the Rode Wireless Go 2 system. Got my 2 microphones and 1 receiver, always in my bag. And then right up in this side bit here is where I have the cables for these microphones right there. So I can plug anything in that needs to get plugged in, anything that needs to get charged, and then plug receiver into my camera. It's all in my tech bag. Next up on this side is a universal cable. This one's from Nomad. This is a universal cable. It goes from USB-A to USB-C or Lightning or micro USB, so a really useful charging cable to always have with me. Next thing up in here is a wireless intervalometer. I used to use a corded one and then I would just set a timer and run, but now I have this one from Velo. This bit mounts on top of my camera, and then I have a wireless remote control, so me and Morgan can go way out there and I can just sit there and go pop, 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 and take photos remotely. This is super useful. I use that all the time. This is the cables, very, very useful. Also over here on this side, I keep a full frame cleaning swab. Just one of these bad boys. This is for emergency use only. I don't want to clean my sensor when I'm out and about, but if for some reason I was changing lenses and something got on my sensor, I definitely don't want to stick like a lens cloth in there. I don't want to stick my finger in there. I don't really want to touch my sensor if I don't have to, but if I absolutely have to, this is in my bag, just in case. And then also all the way at the bottom on this side, I had an Allen key. I don't really use these so much. I'll show you what I do use, but I have a ton of these just stashed in random places because I don't know, you just never know when you're gonna need one of these. Going into some of these like little side pockets, the cables were there. Over here, oh, I keep this dual lock, 3M dual lock with me because sometimes I'll need to Velcro something, or you want to Velcro something, but trust me, dual lock is way better than Velcro. It like smushes together and it's way stronger than Velcro, one, but also there's not like a scratchy side and a soft side. Both sides they don't snag on things. What else is in there? Oh, got some super glue in here. A little bit of Gorilla Glue, always with me. The tip for the super glue, and a USB-A to USB-C adapter. This little guy is great just to always have with you because you never know when you're gonna have a USB-A cable, but you need to plug it into something that's USB-C. Over into the next little slit pocket here is Band-Aids. I kind of have a plethora of Band-Aids.
Would you say I have a plethora?
A couple of alcohol. You just never know when you get a random cut and you're like, oh my gosh, I just need a Band-Aid right now. Where can we get a Band-Aid? Come to me, they're in my backpack. That is it for those two sides. Opening up into the middle here, I have a step-up ring, and for some reason, the only one that's in here right now is the 77mm to 82mm. 82mm being because I use the Peter McKinnon Polar Pro VND filters, and if you're using these, you should always get, anytime you get any filter, you should get a filter for the largest lens you have, which the largest lenses that I run are 82mm front caps. But then I have the 70-200 over there, and that only has a 77mm front ring, so I take this guy, I put that on the 70-200, and then I can take one of these 82mm filters and put it on there. I can take it off of there, and I can put this straight onto an 82mm lens. Step-up rings, very useful to have for whatever small lenses you have to adapt to your larger lenses. Also in this pocket here, I've got 3 bongo ties. If you guys don't know what bongo ties are, man, get yourself a pack of bongo ties. You will be amazed at how often you use bongo ties. Nothing in this pocket here. In this little bit, there's an inside zippered pocket, and in the zipper pocket, I have another Allen key. I'm serious, you do not want to be caught slot with a plate on the bottom of your camera that you need to get off, and you don't have one of these dang things, I just shove them in lots of places. Also in here is a Peak Design plate, because sometimes I will get caught without a plate and I need one, so there it is. Also in here is a super useful little bit. It's a micro SD card to SD card adapter. The new MacBook Pros, they have an SD card slot, but no micro SD card slot. So if I wanna get my micro SD cards straight into my computer, I need one of these little bad boys, and sometimes I forget it at home. And I'm saved by the fact that I always have one in my bag. Right next to that, in these little inside pockets here, is a USB thumb drive, which I honestly hardly ever use anymore. It's weird, we kind of all had thumb drives for a long time, and then we have such easier ways of transferring files now that thumb drives, for me at least, barely get used. I pretty much just use like AirDrop or Dropbox or something like that, but it is super useful to have in there. 128 gig thumb drive, and if I slide this little thing out this way, it's USB-C, and if I slide it that way, it is USB-A. Very handy in a pinch. That's in there. And then another kind of like emergency whoopsie kind of situation is I got this little case, and this case holds one SD card and one micro SD card. So I always have an extra SD card and extra micro SD card in this pouch as like an emergency backup. Like I went out, I've burned through all my cards, or I went out and somehow my SD card case got left at home and I'm like, oh crap. Boom, got one. That has definitely happened to me before. Many times actually. Okay, that's all that is in the zipper pocket. In this kind of next little pocket over here, I've got a lens cloth. I always tell people get like a good size lens cloth. Like don't get, this one's even, I would say this is on the small side. I like it even a little bigger than this. Really clean that lens. In the little slot to the right of that, I keep stickers. I like stickers. Got some Spork stickers in there, mini channel stickers, some full-size channel stickers, and then I always keep an Adventures of Mavenmo sticker. It's a sticker that I made for my wife and I. When we travel, we hide it places, we write down where we hid it, and then in the future we go back and we visit and we see our sticker hidden places. It's fun. Stickers in that pocket. Next up is AirPods are always with me, whether they're in this bag, in my pocket, in my jacket pocket. This is a leather Nomad case. There is, by the way, no reason to have a case on your AirPods case. I always made fun of it, and then I saw a leather one and I went, but it looks cool, and that's the reason I have a case on them. Also on this side is, I just got this the other day actually. This is an Anker charger pack. It's a 5,000 milliamp charger pack, but check that out. It has MagSafe on this side, so it kind of piggybacks your phone. So you pop off my MagSafe pop socket, take this bad boy, and now it magnets to the back of your phone, and you kind of have, I don't know, it's just a better, like you're sitting on the couch and you're like, oh, my phone's dead. Go grab a charger pack, and we grab these now, and we slap that on there, and you know, it's nice. There's no cable from the bottom now. Next up on this side is Sporks. I made a sticker all about Spork sticker. In one of my first videos, I mentioned that I always have Sporks in my bag, and I got really made fun of, so I just leaned into it. And I was like, yeah, Spork stickers, baby. Spork ambassador right there. They're so dang, especially if you're traveling. If you are traveling, keep at least a Spork in your bag, and if you're nice and you like friends, then keep 2 in your bag. Next up, down in here, I've got some just Tylenol, Advil in like in a very suspicious looking tube. It was I think it was originally like an Advil canister, and then I just jammed a bunch of Tylenol in there, you know, because I don't know, people get headaches and you can save the day, or someone's sore and you're like, let me give you some Advil. Whatever they need, I got it, baby. Next up on this side is Sharpies wrapped in gaff tape. I've got a silver Sharpie and a black Sharpie always with me, and then I wrap them in a little bit of gaff tape so that they, so I have gaff tape with me. And wrapping them on here keeps me from having to keep a roll of gaff tape with me, because I usually don't need like a ton of gaff tape. I just need like little pieces. And this little guy, this is a funny little piece. I think this is from Orvis, I think it is. This is actually for cleaning guns, but it works really well for your camera gear. It's like a toothbrush on this side, a little smaller brush on this side, but it's really good for like getting in like little nooks and crannies on stuff. Like maybe you went to the beach or the desert and there's like sand and like weird parts of your camera gear. This is perfect for getting into all those little nooks and crannies and getting the crud out. Everyone should have one of these in their camera bag. Also in here is a pair of Apple headphones. I've got Apple headphones in here, and then on the Apple headphones is the adapter, so it goes lightning to headphone, and I keep that on there because sometimes I just need the headphones if I'm gonna plug into my computer, and then sometimes I want to plug them into my phone, and I got both. Down in the bottom here is those little Velcro ties. These are Velcro cable ties. So things like, see how that's nicely wrapped up with a Velcro cable tie? Well, sometimes I need ties while I'm out, so I keep 3 extra rolled up in a little ball, and I just keep that bottom of my bag. Got another chapstick, a brand new one that I always keep with me in case I lose my current one. Over here, we have a Joby mini travel tripod bit. This tripod is so teeny tiny. Hang on. That is the actual tripod. I've talked about it a bunch on this channel before, and then it just kind of opens like this, and then you have a tripod right there. But I have their little iPhone adapter or phone little mount things where we get on airplanes. I just pop that down, and maybe you're gonna film with your iPhone and you have a flat surface. You wanna do like a time lapse or something like that with your iPhone, or you just wanna watch movies on planes like I do. That is pretty much the main reason why it's in my bag. And then when you fold it down, look how little, this is with the phone adapter on that. It's this little teeny tiny tripod. Very, very useful. Okay, next up I have one of the most useful tools ever. This is a small rig multi-tool thing, and it's just all the things you need. You've got a Phillips head screwdriver on there, you got a hex bit on there, you've got a little Allen, you have this flat piece, which I never have coins with me, so if I have a tripod head like this one over here that has just a flat part, it doesn't have a hex, you now have a tool for that. Just a super handy tool to have on you at all times, and I feel like I should own more of these. I feel like I should have more of them in more bags and places because I use this a lot. Right next to that on this side is the Leatherman. This is the Style CS. So when you open it up all the way, it is a pair of scissors right there. You got a bottle opener back here. You got a little tiny knife, which I don't think I've ever used actually. I mainly use this just because it has scissors on it, and then it also has a bottle opener, and you're a hero at any party if you have a bottle opener. And then the last 2 items, this one right here is a Fisher Space Pen. It's just always super handy to have a pen on you that can write on anything upside down. This is a really good pen. It's not like my main pen that I use, but it is a great pen to always have in your bag. And it's also so teeny tiny. I like that. And the very last thing is an extra battery for my headlamp. I got this headlamp from Coast recently. This thing right here, it is a super rad headlamp. This is the XPH30R. You just twist this piece off right there, and there's a USB-C port right there. So you just plug the headlamp straight in, but then on this side, you can unscrew this side. The rechargeable battery comes right out, and boom, I have a backup rechargeable. Also, the rechargeable batteries on these are pretty cool. Look at this rechargeable battery. I've never seen this before. This is a rechargeable battery that has its own USB-C port on there. So this battery, you just plug in. There's not like a charger or anything. You just take a USB-C cord into the battery and you are charging, and then you just take that and you pop it into the flashlight, and you're good to go. Okay, and that brings us to the bag itself. This is a Peak design. Now you can see it because all the stuff is out of there. Look at how many different pockets are in. You got pockets here, you got these little slit pockets, you got a thing in the middle, 2 pockets there, there's a zippered pocket there. It's got a shocking amount of organization for a thing that fits exactly in kind of a 2 pieces of my backpack. So right down the middle where like a long lens would go, or 2 lenses like this, it takes up 2 lenses of a spot in a backpack. At all times, I'm very prepared. Oh, get back here. I got all this stuff with me. Hang on. All this stuff here goes in here, and then this guy into my backpack. Yeah, that is an updated version of what's in my tech bag 2022. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. Comment below, let me know if you think I'm missing anything. I can't imagine that I am missing anything with this much stuff in my tech bag, but let me know if I'm missing it. Let me know also if this helps you. If you found something and you're like, oh dude, that's dope, I'm putting that in my tech bag, comment below. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Wha-ba! I wonder if I could do a bite of each and then it would be a cocoa peanut butter cookies and cream. That kind of works. That's not bad.